My name is Peter, actually. And welcome to episode 41 of the Improv Gaming Gamescast here on youtube.com/Improv Gaming. What is going on? Welcome to this new week. Very excited. I just housed a chicken franchise hero in under 5 seconds, Nick was saying.
Yeah, it was like I think he's the next Deep Throat. That's how quickly he got that hero.
If you didn't know, he has the best ponytail in the business.
It's fucking fabulous.
Once again, it's Mr. Nicholas.
How's it going tonight, everybody?
But not to be outdone by the biggest Zelda fan in the world. If you don't believe me, he has a tattoo of the Triforce on his right arm. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Mr. Jeremy Bird.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Biggest Zelda fan in the world, coming at you once again.
As you know, I am Pete. And what I'm wondering this week...
What are you wondering?
Happened a couple of days ago.
Okay.
The Suicide Squad trailer came out. I would say the first official trailer. Would you not say it's the
I would go with
official
an
trailer?
official trailer, yes.
So, gents, let's talk about what we saw. I will start with Mr. Positive, Mr. Nicholas.
I'm absolutely excited for it. I thought Harley Quinn was to die for. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are kind of turned off by the Harley Quinn that they have represented there. But I think the tattoo of the Harley Quinn logo on her on her leg is fucking awesome. The short shorts, the fishnet stockings. I think you can agree with me on the fishnets, right? I just think she looks fucking absolutely awesome. I think Ken Davies?
Yeah.
Is the person that's playing Harley Quinn. She does a good job at doing Harley Quinn. You know, that one line that she says.
The voices.
With the voices in the head that just blew me away. I think Jared Leto looks like a good Joker. He seems like he's going to pull it off very well.
See, I think he's not going... A lot of people are going to be comparing him to Heath. But he's going to be his own.
But I think he's still pulling it off in comparison to Heath.
That's where I draw the line. You see, I saw Batman 1989 with Jack Nicholson, and then Dark Knight comes out, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to compare him to Jack Nicholson. I'm just going to see how he does, and he blew it out of the water. I'm going to give the same favor to Leto. I'm just going to see what's going to happen.
I think...
Well, even... I'm comparing him to Heath Ledger. I'm always going to compare him to Heath Ledger. In my mind, Heath Ledger did it flawlessly. Flawlessly. And then this guy is going to come around and try to do it better, and it seems like he's doing a pretty good job of it.
I think
he might not do it better, but...
I think he'll be able to stand on his 2 feet.
Yeah, I think he'll be able to stand on his own, definitely.
I'm just interested in the what's going to be the relationship between Joker and Quinn.
They're going to... From what I've seen, they're going to definitely keep that whole... I think they're going to...
They have to. They had a scene in there.
Yeah.
They had a scene
That's Quinn's origin story, so...
Well, if you remember in the trailer, and you can look it up, when basically the Joker dives into the water, I feel like at that moment he's baptizing, quote unquote, Quinn.
But if you look, he comes out of the water. That's not water. That's acid.
Yeah.
That's acid because his suit's all ripped up when he comes out.
But in a thing, and then you see them in the car together in their dynamic. Yeah. I think that's going to be a very early scene, and it's going to take off from there.
The thing is, I watched the Dawn of Justice League feature, and they said that he's not going to be joining the Suicide Squad, which makes me happy. So he's going to be another variable they're going to have to deal with.
But
stoked.
I love that he's in it. And you can tell from the preview that he is not part of the Suicide Squad. Yeah. He just happens to be in the movie, causing a whole reckless amount of danger.
I'm just wondering... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
I'm wondering... I know there's supposed to be a scene with Batman in there. I'm wondering if the squad's going to team up against Batman, because I would love to see that happen. He goes after the Joker and Harley Quinn.
No, that Batman isn't in there. That's not Batman.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there is. Ben Affleck is going to be in
that guy. That guy is holding a shotgun. That's not Batman.
No, the scene where he's riding on the back of the car. And
he's holding a shotgun in his hand. He's holding onto a car and he's holding a shotgun in the other hand.
Well, we watched the trailer. We'll let you know. But it's Batman's in there. Affleck's been on scene doing scenes. Yeah. So.
I think it's also.
I think that's to throw everybody off. I think it's to throw everybody off.
I don't think so.
God forbid, Nick is wrong 2 weeks in a row.
No, I do. But when you see Batman's face in that original trailer before, he's holding a shotgun.
Yes, I know.
So that can't be Batman.
I'm not arguing with that. He was holding a shotgun, right?
That's not a shotgun. That's the gun from the fucking Arkham Knight game. It's the same gun he's going to use in Batman vs Superman.
He doesn't hold that gun like this. That's a shotgun.
No, that's not.
His Gatling gun is held like this, and
The
he
scene
holds
where
it
he's
that
walking
way.
up and Doomsday walks out, that's not a fucking shotgun. That's the fucking electro gun that he uses to take down bad guys.
Let us know in the comments.
We'll see.
Because that's going to be interesting.
We'll see.
to
I would like to see that. I mean, if he is going to make an appearance, then that's 5 major motion picture people that are going to be in it, right? You got Ben Affleck, Will Smith, you got Kim Davies, you got Jared Leto, and who's the 5th one?
You got me. What's
There's, not Croc.
That's gonna.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be a star-studded-
that's a star-studded event.
Yeah, but that could be their pre-Avengers.
That's a lot of money for a movie that they
Yeah,
weren't
but
too
look
sure
at
on.
Batman v Superman. You have Cavill, you have Affleck,
Yeah, but
you have
the
Jesse.
intention is to Dawn of Justice. It's not just Batman versus
Yeah,
Superman.
but I feel like the Joker in Suicide Squad is strategically put there to introduce him into that universe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's not another Batman movie. It's something
a brand
where
new Joker for
it's a brand new Joker where he will interact, and I can see if Affleck is actually there, and he did scene. I can see a scene with them, and seeing maybe Leto be the villain in Dawn of Justice.
Not
I'm
at
just-
all. The
No.
villain in Dawn of Justice.
No, not Dawn of Justice.
Oh, in Justice League?
Justice League. I apologize.
Gotcha.
I just want to ask one question about the Joker. What do you think about the silver grill?
That's a little weird. It's a little strange.
You want to know what my theory is behind it?
What?
Say you went multiple years with Batman, your teeth would get knocked out. You got all silver teeth, so Batman can't knock him out. That's my theory.
That's a good theory.
That way, it's not like
fairly good theory.
it's not like the new age. Like, yo, Joker went gangster. No, it's his teeth got knocked out 1,000,000 times. He just put silver ones in, so that way he can't knock him out again.
Hey, Dick, did you know this is the greatest video games cast of all time?
Did you say Nick or Dick?
I think he said dick. I don't think it matters anymore. Hashtag Nick's a dick.
This is the greatest
Never
video
tried it.
games cast in all of Mushroom Kingdom, of all Albion, of all of the past, present, and future locations, even though they're skipping a year in the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Thank God.
Where's the movie take place?
It's not been confirmed in the movie, but what is confirmed is we are 3 friends to talk to you about video games every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we honor you with some Let's Plays on Tuesday and Thursday. Definitely check out that Gone Home Let's Play. That should be up tomorrow. If you didn't catch the live stream, you missed some fun fucking times, bro. You missed some fun times. We also bring you the biggest news in gaming, brought to you by 1UP News with Mr. Jeremy Bird and myself, because Nick is just behind the scenes. He's a mirage to everybody. And we do, like I said, special streams of big games, or if I want to fucking stream something like Unravel, which I pre-ordered, have the theme, and I'm very excited to play it. Even Life is Strange. You know what? That's another thing. Let me know in the comments if I should pick up Life is Strange, because I'm debating. I'm really debating on it.
Which one is Life is Strange?
It's the episodic one where the girl...
Telltale?
No, it's not. But it's about this girl who can control, like, time, basically. And, like, say there's a scene in the show, in the bathroom, where this guy goes to shoot this girl. So you could have it where she actually gets shot, and then she's gone for the rest of it. Or you can rewind time and hit an alarm, and then she's safe. But then that might have consequences for later. But it's nice. The only thing that gets me is that local retailers, it's $40. And for the digital download, it's $20. But I was like, oh, maybe I'll get the physical copy and trade it in and get like at least like $15-$20 for it. Nope. You get $10 from GameStop if you trade it in.
Nice.
Nice.
But maybe I'll do a live stream on that. But if this all sounds good to you, hit that like and subscribe button up there on the somewhere.
Yep.
Here.
Like is over here.
Subscribe
is over here.
Notifications is right there.
Notifications are right here, baby.
And you could do that and share our beautiful faces with your beautiful friends. But now on to the topic at hand. I'm so excited to talk about this. My notebook is going down. We are talking about VR all week, and we're going to start with the PlayStation VR.
PlayStation VR.
PlayStation VR.
Just because PlayStation VR, because those two said it. But let me, I don't want to begin because I'm going to go on a rant. So I'm going to let Jeremy begin this one.
Are we ready to get me started?
Yeah.
It's a good idea. It's just the fact that it's going to be another peripheral for the PlayStation. To me, VR can either be gimmicky or can be a new essential. But like we said with what was it, the Oculus Rift is going to be $600.
Mm-hmm.
If PlayStation cut it around to like $400, I may consider getting it. But if you're going to drop $600 on PlayStation VR, no.
Do you think VR is going to be a thing in the future?
As of now, yes. We got phones, which are personal computers. We're trying to go from CDs to full-blown live stream movies. No more DVDs. Why
How
not?
much would you pay for PlayStation VR?
$300 at most. To me, I spent $400 on my PlayStation 4, and I'm going to spend $300 on the VR, so that's $700 on a gaming console.
Nick.
What we've been saying that Sony has to do to get this to be right and to be done right and to actually bring VR to the home is what they have been doing, right? They've got like 30 titles lined up for the VR.
Yep.
I think like 15 of them are confirmed to definitely drop when the VR drops. And they've backed it up so much. And they were working with Oculus beforehand in order to kind of get the momentum going. And then once Oculus was purchased by Facebook, that's when they went on their own way and started taking what they learned from Oculus and applied it to their system. Now, a couple of things that I'm a little worried about. You know, if I still have to hold the controller, am I really experiencing VR?
That's like old school VR where you have the helmet and you have the...
And the little gun with the 3 buttons on it. You know, so that's a little strange. Like, how immersive is the experience going to be? Because there's only so far I can turn my head before I can't look behind myself. So if I'm sitting on a couch, which is probably not the intention of VR, but most people that play video games like to sit
on a couch
and relax and play games. So if that VR experience or if that head turn is going to take away my right analog stick, there's only so much I can turn before somebody behind me kills me.
Stupid question.
So,
it's not going to be... It's going to be wireless, correct?
I don't know.
Because
it's probably going to have a charging dock. I would think
that's fine. Because like I was going to say, if it's wired, then you're completely fucked. Because if you're going to do full VR, you have to be able to...
Well, I think that's why VR wasn't able to withstand the test or to come to the console or to the living room for a very long time. Because remember, there was that big harness you had to put on. There was the headgear, and then there was that big fucking thing you needed to stand in that would track where you are.
Yep.
Like, there was all this stuff that had to be in place for you to use VR in the past, back in the polygonal days. But now, I'm excited because everything looks so realistic now. So my curiosity is piqued because what happens when you take away everything else and you just put me in this world? Am I going to be fooled by it? Because I'm always not fooled by anything because it's on a television screen. I'm always using a controller. But will I be fooled by it if all I'm hearing, seeing, all my experiences are just that and nothing else? No border from my television screen. No nothing. That's what my excitement is. I want to try it just to delve into it.
I can get behind it because, like, say it goes up your head and everything, and like it's just that. Like, say they cover up under your eyes and everything, so you can't see. And yet, say if you can bring your hands up, you can actually see your hands move it in the game itself. Like, make that point of interaction. I know you look stupid doing this in your house with a big thing on your head.
Well, the technology exists, so there shouldn't be a reason why none of this should be possible. I mean, Kinect already did it with its 3 lenses, where it'll track your hands very specifically. It'll track your feet. It'll track your body movements. So there's no reason why the VR headset can't track your hands or can't track your feet.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what it is.
I'm excited too to see what it does as well.
Would you gentlemen like to enter an email?
Yes.
Let's do this.
This comes from Chase the Man.
Chase the Man.
Chase the Man writes in, long time, first time writer.
Chase Cops? Or like, he's the man and his name is Chase.
I'm thinking he's Chase the Man. Like, I'm Chase and I'm the man. The man?
Okay.
Chase, I'll just...
I don't know if Chase is chasing the man. Or if he is
Chasing
the man. Or if Chase is the man. Okay, please, read the email. Hashtag Nick's a dick.
Get that trending.
What's up, Improv Gaming? Long-time viewer, first-time writer. With VR on the horizon, I am right and quite worried that it's going to go the same way as PlayStation Move. What will make it so that Sony doesn't have another PlayStation move? Thanks always, Chase the Man.
I think they've already, to answer your question, I think I already answered that question. They've already backed it up. They've already
Did that with the move too.
Well, the Move didn't have 30 titles from Independence.
Nope.
The Move had like PlayStation games. Like we had Wii Sports. Like that's
Okay.
different.
It was
like,
more of a...
You have Robinson that's being developed by an out-of-house studio. You have Riggs that's being developed by in-house studio, and they look very
Riggs, I'm really excited for. As much as it's a multiplayer game, it looks
They just
fucking amazing.
They're putting high quality games out there that aren't like anecdotal games. You know, these games you could play Riggs without the VR headset. You couldn't play PlayStation Move games without the Move stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they're not making these games so difficult for everybody to access. I think they're doing it in a smarter way where you can get the peripheral and jump in if you want to, and if you don't want to, if you don't want to shell out whatever amount of money it is, you could play it even still. I think they've already taken the right steps to make sure it doesn't become a move.
I like that because the thing is, it was like we started out with the Wii Motion controller as like a main peripheral for the game. Xbox was like, oh, we can do it better. We'll do the Kinect thing, and then PlayStation was just like, let's just hop into this and make sure and just join the fun. That to me just seemed like they didn't put a lot of love into that concept. That's what I thought. But literally, definitely, Sony's gonna back it up for PlayStation VR. They're gonna totally back it up. They like Nick said, 30+ titles, 15 confirmed. They're not fucking around with this. Not at all.
What do you have to say, Pete?
No, I'm waiting.
Yeah, because he hasn't said a word the entire episode.
Let me talk to you about VR.
Okay.
Number one, I like that. 30 developers are on the scene. But I'll tell you what. Keep that in mind. 30 developers. Keep that in mind. But let me explain something. PlayStation VR has a big advantage right now. Because Oculus has announced their price at $650. So now PlayStation...
It went up by 50. Jesus.
$650. The whole thing in the end is going to cost you that.
I'm gonna explain everything on my episode on Friday at youtube.com/improv gaming.
He actually said it. Yes.
Anyway, what PlayStation has to do is see the price they left and say, okay, we need to at least not obviously be the same, but I think PSVR would be perfect around 300 to 400. You know, the only thing that worries me with PSVR is this. Say, for example, take a ride with me. Take a stroll with me down this lane. 350. Let's just say it's 350.
Okay.
For a normal person, or 400, a console. It is going to be worth a console. $400, right?
It's a new console experience, so yeah, I'll go with that.
$400.
Yep.
I'll go with that.
And people are a little bit shaky because, you know, it's a new thing. You know, it's not been fully tested. You have these 15 to 30 developers working on VR. And then nobody buys VR. And then these 15 to 30 developers go, why are we supporting this? What I think PlayStation needs to do is what they didn't do with PlayStation Move. Is they need to involve the first parties. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, in all glorious VR. No, but what would be cool with VR, and I think you'll like this part, is say you put on the VR headset with Uncharted 4. It's compatible with VR, Uncharted 4. And basically, you have the TV screen in front of you, or the game screen in front of you, but if you turn your head, you can see more of, without using the camera, see more of the world. Not exactly where, you know, you're in it. Just, you turn your head, okay, if I actually turn left, this is what I would see on...
So basically, like, panning the camera, like, at an angle. So, like if I turn, it'll still keep Drake in focus, but I can look over there to see that mountain range.
Yeah.
But Drake is still at the corner of my peripheral.
Like, if you have a mountain in front of you, a castle to the left, and a fortress to the right, you know? If you're looking at the mountain, then you turn left, Drake's still looking at the mountain, but you're like, okay, there's a castle. I want to go there. Well, what's on the right? Okay, there's a fortress. I want to go there. I just feel that it doesn't have to be like Horizon. I think would be great with VR, like to have that kind of immersive world experience, not the whole thing in VR. Because you have to understand, VR also has some crap. I'm not gonna lie. Zombie Taxi Company.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're gonna play that?
No, but that's like the surgery simulators that they're allowing you to get on VR.
But I'm just saying, like, there's some things that look great, like you were saying. Also, No Man's Sky. It's inevitable that it's gonna be VR. You know, all these games that are great, but if VR is not adapted, PlayStation has to make it so appealing to the fans by saying, this is how much it is. And you know what? Look at this. You played The Thief's End, but you didn't play Uncharted like this, you know? And not only that, Sony Ben, you know why they've been quiet? Because they're working on a first-party VR game. You know, you need the support from the Sony first party, you know, to say, this is what we're backing up. We know that this is going to be the future of gaming, and this is what we're confident of. The Move didn't do that, and that's why the Move failed. You had these third parties going.
Well, Kinect failed too. I mean,
yeah, but
Wii was the only one that succeeded because that was the only way you could play their game.
Exactly. They ingrained it with New Super Mario Brothers. They ingrained it with.
They had to.
You know, Galaxy.
Twilight Princess.
To play Twilight Princess on the Wii, you needed to use the nunchuck.
Red Steel.
Exactly. You need to use these.
Sucked, but
you need to use these peripherals, and they used it by using their marquee titles: Zelda, Mario, you know, Metroid. You know,
I can't even talk about that.
And you have these things, so people are like, "All right, let's get into it." And you know what happened? Since the Wii did that, the Wii is one of the, if not the best selling console of all time.
One of them, it did boost sales actually.
You know, and it's just because of that cool peripheral.
Well, there was also a lower price point compared to the rest of the consoles. It wasn't just because of the peripheral.
Yeah, but I'm saying
the Wii U was the most obtainable next gen
The
hardware
the
you
Wii,
could get in your house. I'm sorry, the Wii. Yeah, the Wii was the most obtainable hardware you could get for the next gen cycle. I think that had a lot more to do with it getting into a lot of households than just the nunchuck.
But it also adds to the age range with the Wii. With having the Nintendo be the first one in this, you know, but virtual reality type, you know, gesturing, using your hands, not a traditional controller. You have these things, so all ages can go and say, oh, pop on Wii Sports, let's do some bowling. And you can bowl in your house, you know, instead of going to the lanes like normal people, you know. But then you have it where, like, with VR, like, if Sony shows the greatness of VR, it could be a big thing with all ages. Think about a couple years from now. Hey, you want to go and play Assassin's Creed and go to London? Put on the VR headset and you're actually in London, you know? And you can actually look at these things.
I mean, that's given. I think that's the only way that they can go with it. If they're going to port stuff over to VR, there's no sense in just showing me a television screen in a virtual reality environment. Like just a floating screen that's just sitting there so that then I can play the game. It has to be ported so that then I can see the world. People are saying that essentially the headset is going to take control of your right stick. That's essentially what the headset is going to do. It's going to take control of your right stick and give you a different experience of a game. I feel like they're going to have to do more than just if I look around I see a mountain range. They're gonna have to do much more than that.
Yeah, but I'm saying because you know that VR is not coming out before Uncharted, clearly.
Yeah.
But it would be something where Until Dawn would add more features into that.
Well, what features do they need to add? They don't need to add any features.
Just to have it in VR, you're saying?
They don't need to add. Yeah, that's all it needs, right? In order for me to experience VR, right, it's my television screen. This is a television screen now. So I plug that into my console, and this becomes my television screen. And when I move around, this becomes my right stick. There's nothing else that you need to do. It's a motion-controlled right stick. So it's essentially just plug and play. That's the way it needs to be for it to be successful, is that it's plug and play. So naturally, the only way that it's going to work is if you plug it in and all of a sudden I can look around Until Dawn. I can look around Just Cause. I can look around in Uncharted or Metal Gear Solid. Or I can point my gun in Call of Duty. But here's the problem with that. If I'm holding a gun, just because I'm looking this way, doesn't mean my gun points that way. So they have to make it a little more interesting
Yeah,
than
like,
just
where, like,
making
you
it
can
the
look around
right
and just be
stick.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I have a peripheral that's, let's say it's a gun, right, and it's got a little glow tip on it that the headset can track, right, and I look to the left. There, now you're getting into the VR realm. Now I'm starting to feel like this is a VR game because now my gun isn't following me just because I'm looking. That's what's gonna separate VR from the gameplay. So if it's just the right stick, it's nothing.
yeah.
But if it's more than a right stick, and now I'm holding a gun, I'm standing here, I'm holding a gun, I look to my left, I see an enemy, and I bring the gun over and I shoot them, it becomes much more involved. It becomes what Nintendo Wii wanted you to do, was to be actively playing a game.
Yeah.
So now you have this peripheral that'll come out, and it's a controller, essentially it's a Guitar Hero controller, but it's good for shooter games.
Yeah.
Right? Now here's the other problem. Now, do I get swords because I want to play like Kratos? Do I get you get what I'm saying?
I would get behind that.
It starts to snowball into now I'm spending thousands of dollars to get these peripherals for specific types of games.
You have to get a new Guitar Hero guitar just to play on.
Yeah, just to play, because now they do have the Guitar Hero that you can do in VR, and you look around and you see all the guys on stage with the Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
And that's nice, but is it tracking my movements with the guitar? Like, how is that working? You know? It becomes a whole slew of things that really they have to resolve and that they have to creatively think about, because just using it as my right stick is going to get very boring very quick.
I'm just saying as a thing to say, here's the first parties adapting. I'm just, as a thing. But yeah, like I said, I could see somebody like Sony Benz or Sony Santa Monica or one of the big first parties to say, here's our VR game. It's strictly in VR. You know, here's how it works, you know, to show this is what we're supporting. The price tag is $349.
See, but if they pigeonhole something like that where this game is only good on VR, how many people have VR to allow that game to flourish?
And then it becomes
Fuck the VR. What if that's a fucking amazing franchise about to start? Robinson, for example. What if that's an amazing franchise that could take them for years and they're losing money because only 6 people in Bergen County, New Jersey have VR?
That's because when that happens, it becomes a fucking gimmick. It doesn't become a new. The next
Yeah, but
Exactly.
it's also how the...
stupid.
It has to
fucking
be a
gimmick.
big push, and what I think is the lineup is going to push it, because the lineup
And
right
the
now,
price.
Riggs it's like, oh, that's a cool game. I can play that on my controller. But imagine if I played that in VR, that'd be fucking awesome. And that's what changes it.
Yeah.
Is the perception of, wait,
From this to this.
from oh, this is an awesome game, but it's VR compatible. This game would look so fucking amazing if I had it
agreed.
on VR.
But I'm saying, but it all comes down to also is the price that VR comes.
Yep.
Because that, I think...
I think price is nothing. How many of you guys have a PS3?
Yeah, but...
Did you guys not buy it because of the price?
Not at first. I
got
waited
a
for the
good
So
second.
deal.
what did you wait for?
Second. I wasn't convinced about buying the PS3, so I waited until Metal Gear Solid came out, and then I got it. Which I got the second
Which-
one. I don't have.
So
the
for
version.
you, it took a title.
Yeah.
You got a
that's-
deal on it.
Yeah.
So nobody was stopped for purchasing a PS3 and Xbox 360 at all. It did not halt the progress of those consoles. People bought them, and the prices were outrageous for those consoles, and that's why the prices for these consoles, this generation of consoles, were so much lower than the prices for the
Yeah,
last
but
generation.
these... PS4 was lower than Xbox One, and Xbox One ended up getting hit on that. Yeah, there was also... because
Xbox
they
One
weren't
got
getting-
hit because they said we're gonna spy on you.
Yeah. But Xbox did a lot of things wrong, but it was also the price also made a difference.
I think the price is very, very negligible compared to it's always on and it's always listening.
Yeah.
That's very negligible to, wait, Xbox wants to control my life.
That's kind of why.
They bought it the first time. So what makes you think they're not going to buy it the second time?
That's why I like PlayStation better, because I turn it on and literally say if I'm doing something, I just go PlayStation, play DVD, click, and it's good. I found that out.
I feel like my episodes always run long every week.
because you're the tallest.
No.
Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. Do you think price matters? Do you think that it doesn't? Let us know what your thoughts all on VR is. We look forward and we will respond.
Yes.
Because we love responding to you.
We love responding to
beautiful people.
To everybody.
Don't forget, you can always follow us on social media at twitter.com/
on Twitter at improv_gaming. That's the same thing on Instagram. And you can follow us on Facebook at improv gaming space between the two words. Would you like to take the next one?
You could also email us at improvgamers@gmail.com.
You can also check us out on Twitch, which is ImprovCap, ImprovCot, and IBG Jaybird.
And follow us on the PlayStation Network at Improv Gaming Community.
And we're on Tumblr at Jaybird201.
Yep.
And each of us is on Twitter individually. I'm at ProfCot. This is at Improv Pete, and that's at Jimmy Poison 450.
Yep.
But you know all that. We'll see you guys Wednesday for Jeremy's All About That Lens. That HoloLens.
I was calling it the Halo lens, but...
You never know.
Well, it's a holo, because... we'll get into that. We'll get into that the next episode.
You know what? You're dismissed. As always.
Game on.
Need a pen?
Yeah, scroll me one.
Can I legit throw it at you?
I'm gonna walk back up the stairs.